Hey folks, Papa Boris here. Struggling my way through rank 4 of 14. We did get a couple of wins though, and now it's time to play with Alexander, the searching gun. See if we can get a win here on rank 4. Alright, so I don't know if I have a plan for this gun. With search, obviously, you can have more hopeful dreams about what kind of buffs you're going to achieve. Remember that search doesn't let you change the white cards, it only lets you change the black ones, and I am already in checkmate, which is great. Luckily we can replace that knight with the rook real quick. So we're gonna go ahead and say I planned that. And now what do we got? We got scope. Oh, we gotta probably take the scope. This is fine. I do love the Wand of Downpour, however, on higher ranks with more starting pieces, like the more pieces there are on the board, the worse this gets. So I'm going to re-roll this. Oh, you do re-roll the white. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? You re-roll the white card. Of course you re-roll the white card. We got range here, which is nice, but I'm going to grab the scope. So the higher rank you play on, the harder it is to get really great results with the scope, because the less likely that you are to be able to spend a turn to activate the scope and then also be able to shoot. However, I think on rank 4, we can still do it. Start off with some sniping here. Get that knight and this bishop. And the fact that there's a search, a bonus to search along with it is pretty great too, because we already have one search. So you could argue, well, if you already have one search, then getting an additional search is less valuable. Surely the first search is more valuable than the second, but an extra search can be nice to really try to search through the white cards to like avoid a bad result, for example. All right, this is one of those things where on normal difficulty, I wouldn't want to play with it, but this doesn't add any pieces to the board. So it's actually very reasonable. The problem is that this black card's not that great. I'd rather have more range. On the other hand, I already do get bonus range from the scope. So what I'm going to do is re-roll this. This adds a bunch of pieces. And yes, it lowers their speed, but it really adds a lot of pieces. So we're going to re-roll that. We got more ammo and the king having extra HP. And then this, yeah, I think this is still better. And then we've got blade and adding bishops after 15 turns. Now that I am going to take. So it takes 15 turns for the bishops to show up. The bishops are a problem, especially if by the time 15 turns rolls around, you've like murdered off all the pawns, so that there's this open board for the bishops to work on. It's definitely not a joke. However, 15 turns is a long time to get started here. And I'm just hoping that rank 4 is not hard enough that I can't just get away with doing BS like this from the second row. And then the blade is nice because, you know, if things go south and I get up to pieces, this does let me one-shot pawns. All right, we've got +1 firepower, which I mean is just ridiculous. I'll re-roll it for principle's sake. That's cool. Actually, this is pretty cool with the scope, but I think overall having more firepower is better. And that's interesting, actually. This is a pretty good one, but I really don't want the queen to have extra HP, so we'll take the firepower. So now we just have extra power with our scope shots, and yeah, we're gonna keep on going for the sniping game. It's kind of interesting that with just a single scope, hold on a second, I should not be shooting anywhere near that pawn, because that pawn is blocking me from getting killed by the rook. I need to think very carefully. I need to actually be killing this queen. It was foolhardy of me to not kill the queen in the first place. Should I take this shot? I'm gonna take the shot. She only had 1 HP. I figured it was worth it. Okay, we're gonna reload. Almost get checkmated. We're not turning on the scope here. We just need to start putting on blasts. Oh, here we go. Look at this blade being useful. There are the bishops. And look, I can blade the king. Yes, it clicks, but that's, I think, probably a bug. I think because you don't get the blade symbol unless you're killing the enemy. So the fact that it triggers the shield when you try to blade the king is kind of silly. All right, we got kill a knight, get an extra turn, and 1 extra pawn. Pawns move faster. This is worse because it adds a bishop to the field. This is actually really good though. Oh my god, this is kind of disgusting because we're not going to be spending most of our time next to pieces, so it is just going to make our sniping way better. Okay, fine. We're going to re-roll this one. Firepower from the edge, but rooks shoot at you. And then hologram when using assault. Yeah, all right. We're going to have a lot of bishops now, so any bishop-themed cards are a real problem. However, the fact that we get Can I, like, actually snipe from the very bottom rank? Not quite. No, I needed to take a step forward. As it is, all we can really accomplish is to kill that pawn. I guess I should shoot at the bishop. All right, I'm in check. Aha, here we can catch our breath, though. Should I go for the king? No, I think we should try to kill these pieces. And I think we'll try to kill the queen. The fact that I can actually kill her from that range is nuts. But yeah, that's what happens when you get +1 firepower and another +1 firepower. Now, I don't want to scope here because the bishop's moving. And it's a dark square bishop. Luckily, these two bishops showing up is irrelevant. Now, had there been like a queen on the board, a rook on the board, I would have been in some serious ass trouble there. All right, we got the saboteur again. I don't want to add more bishops. So, do I want to increase my arc? Yeah, I think this would be the better one of the two because my arc is already so ridiculously small. I mean, it's just ludicrously small. So, this would be the one to take. I don't mind the extra fire arc, especially because I can turn on scope to reduce the arc by 45 degrees. So, we're going to re-roll this. I'm hoping to avoid... Okay, this is actually pretty nice. Remove a bishop, add pawns. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to take. Unless this is amazing. Ah, we get to choose something from the whole deck. But we don't want stuff to get replaced with pawns after they die. So yes, we're going to remove a bishop and add 6 pawns, and we're going to take a jump. I could, of course, have searched up anything I wanted from the deck, but I don't know. I've already got really great stuff. I don't think I need to go crazy trying to tutor up something spectacular. All right, we're just going to shoot through. Now I'm going to shoot at the queen and actually kill the queen from that distance. Oh, my lord. All right, now I guess we'll fire in the general direction of the king since the queen's off the board. All right, look at that 3-blade being handy. All right, we'll just kill this knight. And the bishop. God, the blade is so handy. All right, the bishops have shown up, but that's okay. That bishop's gonna move, so there's no point scoping. I think I'm just gonna keep it real safe and just kill these bishops. Yes, the pawns are getting close to promoting, but I am hopeful that with my ridiculous firepower, I can just kill that king before they promote, and that's exactly what happened. Hooray. I don't want to lose fire range. But it would be nice to have the king have less HP. The waypoint, I don't move around very much, but this white card's kind of a non-issue. I'm going to re-roll this. I'll just take this for the lack of a bad white card, but I'm hoping to get something better here. We got the choose again, but this is adding 2 knights and a bishop. No, I don't want to add pieces. Jump. Use up all your jumps to get bonus firepower, but can't kill the... Actually, all right, we're going to do this. I don't care about this one. We only have 1 knight on the board. And killing this knight before I kill the king is just not an issue. So, I'm not even going to worry about that knight. We're going to aim towards the queen. Can I scope? Oh, I had no ammo in the gun. I will scope, and I will kill that queen. And now, okay, we'll turn our attention to this knight. There's no point reloading because the bishop was moving and I was on a dark square. Let's see. We were going to reload. Oh, I forgot about the rook. Ha, classic me. All right, there we go. The knight's gone. We scope up, kill the rook. I am going to be a little bit cautious here because I'm running low on ammo. Let's take our time and kill some pieces. Interesting. I'm going to head in the direction of these pawns because if they touch me, I can blade them. Okay. I, would not have minded getting some extra ammo. The fact that I got those kills without having to use ammo, admittedly, was nice. And that king had one, I don't know how much HP he had, but I think it was always 1 HP because that's all it showed. So yeah, I should have just probably shot him a lot sooner. Hologram when using a soul and adding 2 pawns and a rook. Ugh. Adding a whole bunch of crap, but they move less often. 2 firepower from the edge of the board. This would be a lot stronger if I had enough range to snipe from the edge. Maybe I do. All right, I'm hoping for something better on both of those. Remove 2 pawns, add a rook. Not a fan of this. And remove a knight, a bishop, add 2 knights. Okay, I'm gonna take this. This may seem a little crazy, but I like getting rid of the bishop. And yes, I can't kill the king while a knight is alive, and having 3 knights is worse than having 1. But I'm pretty much killing all the pieces all the time anyway. So I am just kind of fine with it. We're just simply going to need to kill the knights. And the fact that I have less fire arc and get an extra turn when I kill the knights is really helpful. Extra turns, I think, are just really, really useful. Even if you're not trying to go for some crazy sniping strategy, just anytime you get an extra turn, that means that you just did something and the white pieces didn't do anything. And that's, I think, pretty strong in general. All right, we are getting a promotion. Why didn't this bishop kill me? Oh, white piece is ready to attack, can't hit you. That's what it is. So if a piece is wobbling, that means it can't hit you. Look how useful that extra turn was. All right, that was a promotion to a bishop. I'm glad it wasn't a queen. That rook is going to come down and give me check, so I need to... Ugh, this actually really sucks. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Oh, I was going to get ready to jump to avoid the checkmate, but I didn't end up having to do that. Can I blade this bishop? I could have checked that before just YOLOing it. All right, we're going to go here. And unfortunately, we're in this weird spot now where we have to take a bunch of garbage moves to avoid, or to get ammo back. Okay, this is actually really weird. If I step down, I am going to get checkmated. However, I can use the rook soul to jump over the bishop. Oh, it didn't checkmate me, so I guess the AI is not quite good enough. I could have used the AI soul to jump over this bishop and land here without ending the turn. As it is, we can just go down, and I think 2 shots should kill the king from here. Because of my high firepower, I just went for it. Okay, we got the king shooting at me, which I hate, but, you know, it's one of those things. Oh, well, this is definitely it. That's the one to take, so we're going to re-roll that. I don't want to deal with the king shooting at me. Rook HP. Oh, yeah, this is it. So the 2 fire range means that now we can shoot from the edge of the board. We're not going to be getting any super early wins with this, but we can use it to immediately start shooting at these knights and just generally being a menace. I guess I should try to get the queen down. I actually killed her. And the knight died. Extra turn is nice. I get to reload. These pawns are actually kind of helpful. Yeah. Main issue, honestly, is ammo. Like, that's my biggest weakness, is just that I run out of bullets. So we'll conserve some bullets here. It does suck. Those bishops coming in is pretty annoying. But we are really high firepower. The promotion's a problem. Now, the pawn is going to promote. After I kill one of these pawns, the other one promotes. So I think I'm going to just ignore them. We unfortunately have run out of bullets, but we can sword the king. Yeah, that 3 blade, very handy. All right, we got the stealth, which I think is kind of pointless. Remove a knight and add 2 pawns, that's fine, but the pawns moving faster is kind of an issue. The moat, oh my god, it's got to be the moat, right? So I can snipe way better. Choosing is fine. No, I don't want to not do anything for 6 turns. So we got a knight and the additional shell. Yeah, we're taking the moat. So speed is of the essence here. These pawns are actually kind of annoying because if it wasn't for this pawn, I could like much more reliably kill the queen. But the fact that I have the moat means I could take that shot because I wasn't in check. So queen first. Now I can't kill the king, remember, because of the bodyguard business. All right, so we've killed off all the knights. I think what I'm gonna do now is actually snipe that pawn. And we're gonna be, you know... Oh, I did enough damage to him that I can sword him. Oh no, I forgot about guard, and I died for no reason. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. That's why you gotta remember your cards.